All right, today we're tackling a massive challenge, one that every parent is dealing with right now. How do you teach kids to focus in a world that is literally designed to distract them? We're not talking about time management. No, we're going way deeper into what's actually the most critical skill, attention management.
For years, the whole conversation about getting things done has been all about time management. But what if we've been trying to solve the wrong problem this whole time? This quote, this just nails it. The issue isn't a shortage of hours in the day, it's that our attention is leaking away moment by moment.
And this is the question that should change everything for us as parents and educators. Because what's the point of having time if you don't have attention? Think about it. An hour of checking your phone, half listening to a lesson, and sorta doing homework is worthless compared to just 15 minutes of pure, locked-in focus. That's the huge shift we need to help our kids make.
So, in our crazy information overloaded world, there's one skill that's becoming incredibly rare. And because it's so rare, it's also becoming unbelievably valuable. And you know what? It's not about being the smartest person in the room anymore.
Just look at this comparison. It completely flips the script on what we should value. Information, it's everywhere. It's free. Raw intelligence, way more common than you think. But the ability to take that intelligence and apply it with deep, sustained focus, that is the new superpower. That's the skill that is truly going to set your child apart from everyone else.
Okay, so what does this attention leakage actually look like in real life? Because it's not always super obvious. To really get it, let's talk about a student named Annika. And I have a feeling her story is going to sound very, very familiar.
Annika is pretty much the perfect example of a modern student. Her calendar is just insane. It's packed from the second she wakes up until she crashes at night. School, sports, clubs, tutoring. She is constantly moving, always rushing.
But here's the paradox. Even though she's on all day long, her homework seems to take forever. She's not really retaining what she learns, and she is just bone tired all the time. From the outside, it looks like she's the hardest worker in the world, but the results, they just don't match the effort.
And let's be clear, this is not a lack of discipline. This is what we call modern burnout. It's that feeling of being on a hamster wheel, constantly in motion but never actually getting anywhere. And it's fueled entirely by that fragmented, leaky attention.
Now, this attention problem isn't a one-size-fits-all thing. Nope. Depending on a kid's personality and how they're taught, they can fall into really different and sometimes surprising patterns of distraction. We're starting to see two main profiles emerge. First, you have the structured learner. This is the kid who's taught to just sit there for hours. Their challenge is being physically present but not mentally there. Then you have the interactive learner, who is always doing something. Their challenge is confusing all that engagement with real, deep concentration. Let's break them down.
So, the structured learner, they have mastered the art of looking busy. They can sit at a desk for 3 hours straight, but their mind is a million miles away. They've got the textbook open, but their phone is buzzing next to them, and they actually believe they can do both at once. It's not laziness. It's what you call attention fatigue. Their brain is just fried from the constant, low-level distraction.
Then you've got the other side of the coin, the interactive learner. This kid thrives on group projects, online tools, constant collaboration. They're always active, jumping from a group chat to a research tab to a video clip. But all that jumping around means they never learn how to just sit and concentrate on one hard thing. They start to fear boredom and avoid that quiet stillness that is absolutely essential for deep thinking.
Okay, so we've diagnosed the problem pretty clearly, right? Now for the good part. How do we actually fix it? This isn't just some abstract idea. There is a practical, hands-on framework we can use to start building what we call an attention toolkit.
The very first step, and it's a huge one, is a massive shift in our own mindset as parents. We have got to stop asking the old question, how many hours did you study? That's a measure of endurance, not effectiveness. The new question, the better question is, how focused were you? See how that reframes the entire goal from just putting in time to achieving actual depth?
So to make this real, let's run through these 6 rules. Number 1, enforce single tasking. One thing at a time. 2, use focus blocks. Think short, intense, phone in another room sessions. 3, plan the breaks. Teach them how to deliberately rest and recover. 4, protect sleep. This is absolutely non-negotiable for attention. 5, and this one might feel weird, normalize boredom. Let them be bored. It's the doorway to creativity. And finally, number 6 is on us. We have to model what focus looks like. Our kids need to see it in action. All right. Let's wrap this up by zooming out to the big picture. Why does getting this right matter so much, especially now? Well, this isn't just about getting better grades next semester. This is about preparing our kids for the world they are actually going to live and work in.
Because the economy of the future, it isn't going to value the same things it does today. It's not going to be about who can work the longest hours or who can skim the most information off the surface.
The future will not reward the busy. Most of that busy work, the shallow administrative stuff, is going to be automated. Being busy will stop being a badge of honor.
And it most definitely won't reward the multitaskers. We know for a fact now that multitasking is a myth. It's just switching between tasks really fast, which leads to shallow, error-filled work.
So who does the future belong to? It will reward the deep thinkers, the people who can tune out all the noise, concentrate for real stretches of time, and create something new, something valuable. Those are the people who will be irreplaceable, and that is a skill we have to help our kids build.
So ultimately, it all comes down to this. Every single kid gets the same 24 hours in a day. That's fixed. Their energy, it's going to go up and down. But their attention, that's the real currency. That's the gateway to learning, to creativity, to a meaningful life. And the most important question for every parent now isn't about managing their child's time. It's about how you're going to protect their most valuable and most endangered resource.